Hey guys, welcome back. I thought I'd do a video for all of you new Create Joy planners to help you get started, how to download from the drive, how to get into your planner, what all the tools are, and just how to use your new planner. So let's get started. Once you make your purchase from Etsy, you will want to open up your Safari app. So if you're using the Etsy app, go ahead and open up your Safari app and go to Etsy. And then you will just tap here on your account and go to purchases and reviews. And then open up that order and it'll have a link to your download. So once you tap on that download link, you'll come to this page. There are some instructions here and links to some tutorials there, but this is your download. If you purchase one of the Life Planner, or really any digital planner for me, more than likely it is hosted on Google Drive because it's too large to be hosted here on Etsy. And so this is a single page PDF that has a link to the Google Drive. So you're just gonna click download and it will open up the single page PDF. You'll have a link to your downloads, so just click there and it will take you to the Google Drive. This may look different for you if Google Drive opens up the Google Drive app. So just know it may look a little bit different, but the functions are still the same. So we're still in Safari. You want to tap on the planner that you want to download. Go up here to your menu bar and tap the 3 vertical dots and then tap download. It's gonna scan for viruses. Okay, it may take a little bit, but this pop-up will come up and you just wanna tap download anyway. All right, once it loads, your planner will be right here and you wanna get it into Goodnotes. So you're just gonna tap this share button. Goodnotes should be here in your shortcuts. If it's not, then you want to scroll all the way to the right, tap the more button, and then you can find it there. You'll most likely find it here, and then you can move it up to your favorites. Mine is already in my favorites, so we're just gonna tap Goodnotes. It will pull up your Goodnotes app, and if you have something already open, it's going to ask if you wanna import it to the current document. You want to import as a new document, so then you'll just choose where you want to import it. I'm just gonna put it right in here. And that's it. Now it's in your Goodnotes. Let's go through and let me show you how to get started. So from this page, there are no hyperlinks on the cover page, so you'll just want to swipe to get into the planner. And then everything here is hyperlinked. And if you have any troubles with your hyperlinks, this is a question I get a lot. Let's say you first get into your planner and you're over here and you're tapping, none of the hyperlinks work. And you see these edit tools, and that's because you're in editing mode. So you want to make sure and turn your editing mode off, and then your hyperlinks will work. So a lot of times I'll get questions about when you first get into your planner and you're trying to write, and this happens. What is going on is you have your shape tool on, and this is going to create straight lines. So you just want to turn that off and go over to your pen, and then that way you can make curved lines. Okay, another thing that you want to be aware of is anytime you have a page that is linked to a menu page like this, so these blank pages, these are active links. So when you tap on this and it takes you to that page, just don't ever delete this page because this link will never work again. And there's no way for me to fix that for you. So anytime you are working with these blank pages, always make a duplicate and work with the duplicate and leave these blank pages as templates. So the way to do that is just to go up here to your top left, click your thumbnails. It may take a moment because there are over 400 pages in this planner. So just wait for it to load. If you know you're just gonna make a duplicate, you don't have to wait for them all to load. Just tap here on this bottom arrow and hit duplicate. It will always pull it to the right-hand side of the page that you're on. So you just want to tap that duplicated page and then you can work with this one. You can move it around and delete it, but just don't ever delete the actual template pages. So let's say you are working on a page and it's not hyperlinked anywhere. It's a page that you created, but you want to always have it handy. So I'm gonna put this, I'm just gonna write important. And let's say it's a page that you want to be able to find easily. So all you have to do is just tap this little bookmark button. And anytime you're anywhere in Goodnotes, if you tap here to favorites, it will come up here for you. So that's an easy way to bookmark pages. So let's go through every single one of these edit tools. Let's have, I'm just gonna write this test. Okay. So from here, we're gonna tap here. This is a magnifying glass. So you can move this little magnifier and it will zoom in on whatever you're hovering. This is your pen tool. You have 3 different pen types, just depends on the type of look that you're going for, and then you can adjust the sensitivity. Draw and hold, and you can see some of the different options there. That just means if you're drawing and you hold it down, it's gonna make it into a straight line. Stylus and palm rejection, this is just where you can set the settings just depending on how you write. And then you can disconnect your Apple Pencil or your stylus. These are your color palettes, and you have 3 options that show up all the time, but if you tap on them, you have even more options. These are this is your palette screen, and then you can go over here to your custom grid, so you can choose a color here, and you can also pick up this wheel, color wheel, and you can also adjust colors that way. If you have a specific hex code, you can type it in here and it'll bring up that exact color. And once you have that exact color, you can tap on this plus sign and it will add it here to your presets. If you ever need to take a preset away, you can just tap the edit button, tap it, and remove that color. Okay, and then these are your thicknesses for your pen. You can tap on it and edit it. I usually have mine set to 0.5, 0.75, and 1.5, but you can adjust those. And that's it for your pen tool. Highlighter is pretty much the same. You have colors and thicknesses here. You can also tap on it and adjust the setting to where if you're highlighting something, it'll make it into a straight line. And same thing, stylus and palm rejection there. Okay, now let's go back here to the eraser. So with the eraser, you can tap here, clear page, and erase everything on your page that you've written. Erase entire stroke, that just means if you start to erase, it will take away the whole stroke without you having to go all the way across it. Erase highlighter only, so if you have something written and you've highlighted over it, you can just tap this and it'll just take off the highlighter. And then auto deselect just means, let me do this, just means if you're erasing something, you erase it and then watch this button. You're on the eraser right now, right? Auto deselect means as soon as you lift up your pencil, it's gonna go back to the last tool that you were on and you don't have to take it off the highlighter. You don't have to take it off the eraser, it already does it for you. And then the shape tool just makes perfect shapes, or perfect-ish. Makes straight boxes, straight lines, circles. All right, the lasso tool, everybody's favorite tool. So when you tap it twice, you can select whether you want it to grab handwriting, images, text boxes, or none of the above. We're just gonna keep them all on and we're gonna lasso around something. And as soon as you close that loop, you can move it around, you can tap it. You can do a couple things here. You can take a screenshot, which essentially turns it into a sticker. So if you take a screenshot, it grabs that page and then you can, or it grabs that image, you can tap the share button and you can copy it or you can save it to your camera roll. If you copy it, you can then place it, you can then paste it anywhere. So you've essentially created a sticker. Let's go back to this lasso. We'll lasso that again. We're gonna tap it again. If you tap resize, you can then resize it like this. You can rotate it. Tap it again. You can change the color. So if you tap color, you can change that color of that selection really easily. Okay, if you have something written, you can tap it and click convert, and it will convert it to text, and then you can copy and save it and share it with someone. And then you can cut, copy, or delete. All right, then you have your images, and these, it's just gonna pull up your camera roll here, and then you can just tap something and it'll automatically insert it into your planner. If you want to then move it, just tap it again and you can resize it. If you want to take a picture, just tap the camera and it'll pull up your camera. If you want to type something instead of write something, you can tap here in this text box and just tap down, and then it will pull up. If you have your Apple Pencil, you can also write something and it will then make it into a text. And then if you just select it, I know that's really small, it's just the way I have my settings. If you select all, you can adjust the size. So you can write something and then convert it into a text with prettier handwriting. And then you can choose a font here. I do have a video about importing fonts, so if you want to watch that, I'll link that here. And you can adjust the size, the paragraph settings, and the line spacing, all of that. You can adjust the color. You can adjust your text box style. And then here you can save that setting as a default. All right, now last thing is the laser pointer. So if you have your laser pointer on, you can circle things like this and it just draws attention to it and then it disappears. You can also just have this little dot here, so you can draw attention like that. And those are all of your edit tools. That's everything you need to know on how to use the actual editing function. Let's say you have to download a new planner for whatever reason. Let's say you deleted a link, or you found a new planner that you want to use instead. But you have all this stuff written on your planner and you want to make sure it goes into your new planner. It's so easy. Just make sure you have your new planner loaded up into your Goodnotes. It'll come up on a different window like this. And then you're just going to lasso around everything. Make sure you have all your boxes open. You're gonna lasso around everything, close your loop, tap it and click copy, then go to your new planner. You may have to toggle the edit tool on and off in order for your links to work. And then you're just going to long press and click paste, and you're gonna do that for every page that you want to move into your new planner. With your planner purchase, you also get a pre-cropped sticker book. So I've already loaded that in here, and all you're gonna do is just have your lasso tool on, and you're gonna lasso inside the sticker, so you don't grab anything outside of it. You're gonna lasso inside, tap it, click copy, and then you can just insert it into your planner, like that. Let's say you wanna share a page with somebody who doesn't have your planner, isn't synced up with your Goodnotes account. All you'll do is just tap this share button, and you can choose to export that single page or export the entire planner, and you can print a single page. What we're going to do is export this page, and you can export it as a PDF, an image, or a Goodnotes file. And if you tap export, you can choose where you want to save it. If you have somebody who also has Goodnotes, but they have their own Goodnotes account, you can tap the share button and you can click collaborate and turn on link sharing. And then if you tap the share button, you can send that person a link and they will be able to edit that document.
All right, so that is everything you need to know in order to get started with your planner. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want some more tutorials, you can follow me on Instagram. I do some tips and tricks on my reels. Otherwise, you can also subscribe to this channel and be notified whenever I upload a new video. I hope you have a great day and have fun planning.